Would you rather cross paths with a man or a bear in the forest? Starting with you, go ahead.
I really don't know what that entails, but I would say a man. I mean, it's just a man.
So random man, random bear, essentially.
What does that, like, what do you mean by that?
So you got the whole U.S. population of men, the whole U.S. population of bears. Could be a random man, could be a random bear. Could be a black bear, brown bear, grizzly bear.
Oh, and then could be like a serial killer.
Sure. Okay. It's a random man. It could be a serial killer. It could be Kyle. You pull up the meme really quick. Actually, hold on. We'll wait for the meme. Man or bear?
I would say man.
Okay. Sina, what about you?
I said that it depended on what type of man.
Well, it's random man.
A random.
You don't get to pick, right? Random man, random bear.
A man.
Okay. Lexi, what about you?
The man.
You says depends on what type of bear.
Well, since you said it was like random bear, random man, I feel like the odds of you coming to like if it's a brown bear, that kind of sucks. If it's a black bear, if you're just loud, it'll.
Sure. Okay. Pause.
When I first came on, I said bear, but after talking about it a little bit, I'm changing it to man.
All right. Chloe.
A bear.
Ellen.
I think I wrote a bear, but.
Bear, yeah.
Bear. A bear.
A man.
All right. So I think it was, let's see. Bear, 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 bear. Let's talk to you guys a little bit. Why do you pick bear and why don't you pick man? Go ahead, Chloe.
I trust animals more than I trust people. I think there's more solid reasons why animals do things than there are people do things. But I will say part of it's just my delusions. I like to think I'm a little animal charmer, so I like to make believe and think I could be friends with it. But
okay. And why don't you pick man?
I don't trust them.
You don't trust men?
Yeah.
Okay. Just don't trust them, that's it.
I think the average man is less trustworthy than the average bear.
That's a pretty big indictment of men, but all right, Ellen, why do you pick bear and why don't you pick man?
Wait, like, where's the setting? Is it like a forest?
Yeah, forest. Yeah.
Like a deep set forest or like a camping ground, like Yosemite?
It is the Argonne forest in France. So there's probably still some landmines.
So there's still like people?
No. So you're either scenario, you're fully alone.
Fully alone.
Fully alone with either the man or the bear.
If it was a deep set forest, I think it's the bear because I don't see why just like a regular man would be.
Well, let's assume there's a hiking path.
Oh, then the man.
Then the man.
Because then there's like a reason for somebody or the man to like.
Well, there's also a reason for the bear to be there too.
Oh no, there's like a reason, or there's like.
That's where they live.
No, but it's just like the general population goes there, but like, I feel like a serial killer would just go to the random. Like,
how about this? Let me give you this one. So you randomly spawn in the forest. You just get dropped there randomly.
Okay.
Then there's two buttons that get presented in front of you. You can randomly spawn a random man. Or, two buttons, or you can hit the other button, randomly spawns a bear. So there's not motives as to why they're there. You just, random man of the entire U.S. population, random bear of the bear population in the U.S.
Then a man.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Why did you pick bear initially?
Because I thought it was like a deep, like dark forest, and there's like no reason for a human being to be there unless they're like kind of crazy.
Okay, all right. That's an interesting interpretation of the question. What about you? So why do you pick bear? Why don't you pick man?
Just don't trust the man's intention. I mean, even if it was a woman, I don't think I'd trust any person's intentions.
You'd rather be in the forest. With a bear over a woman even.
Yes, because I don't trust anyone's intentions in the middle of the forest.
I think you guys are letting the forest part do a bit of heavy lifting.
Yeah,
here.
I mean, if it was public or...
Even in a forest, you'd rather come... And also the scenario, you're going to cross paths. You will cross paths with either the man or the bear. There's not like, you can't hide from them. They become aware of your presence. So, bear?
Yes.
Because you don't trust people in general.
I mean, a bear can't, assuming the worst, a bear can't like torture you and everything, you know? And I mean, they'd probably maul you and kill you, but that's like, aside from like, I don't know, psychological torture. I'm just talking about like the capacity each one has.
Okay, so just to be, just to be clear, even a woman, you'd prefer to pick a bear over a woman, a random woman.
Yes.
Interesting. This is a new one I haven't heard. And then you picked bear. Why did you pick bear? Why don't you pick man?
I just feel like I would be better off with a bear than a man.
All right. So I guess those of you who you changed your answer, did you change your answer too, or you're still bear? Okay, bear. You said you don't trust men. I guess a lot of you are concerned that the man in this situation, while the bear could murder you, the man could try to torture you before, he could try to essay you before. That seems to be a lot of the things that women will say on this one. I guess, what percentage then of men do you think are inclined to assault you in this way, to pick bear over man? Starting with you, Chloe, go ahead.
I actually wasn't even thinking about them doing something per se. I don't like the majority of guys. Like, really people too. I do agree actually with you. Even a woman spawning there, I just don't really like people all that much.
You dislike people to the point that you'd rather encounter a bear?
Oh, I'd love to test my luck. I love animals. So
the choice is like have a like gossip about some shit with like a bimbo. Like that could be a scenario. Like she's just like Paris Hilton or some shit. It's like,
no, I don't want that.
You'd pick a bear over Paris Hilton?
Yes. If I wanted to talk with someone and like hee ha ha and chit chat, I'd go to like a salon or go somewhere where I'd want to talk to people. If I'm in the woods.
Can I ask you a question? If you didn't eat breakfast today, how would you feel?
What do you mean?
If you didn't have breakfast this morning, how would you feel?
I'd be a little hungry.
Okay. All right. So you pick a bear over any human. What about a baby? There's just a baby in the crib. It's crying, maybe. You pick the bear then?
I'll pick the bear because I don't want the baby to spawn in the forest. The baby should be at home with its family.
All right, good. That's a great. Okay, cool. All right, and then why? So, you. What's the percentage chance of a woman doing something bad to you to the point that you'd rather pick a wild animal that's like 4 times as big as you over a woman? Like, what are you afraid that a woman's going to do to you?
I mean, with an animal, it's clear cut. You know, they're either going to eat you or they're not, or they're going to go somewhere else. You don't know a person's intentions, especially in the middle of a forest.
So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 women here. I mean, like, you would rather spawn with a bear than any of the women here at the table?
I mean, excluding Paz.
So all the other women here at the table, you'd rather be in a forest with a bear than any of them?
I don't know who they are.
You don't know them,
I don't know
right?
their capacity.
You don't know them. Like Ellen over there, she could fucking stab you, bro. She could fucking pull out her knife and just start shanking you live on air.
Yeah, I don't know.
She could be violent.
Right.
Okay.
What if you changed it from a bear to a lion, just by a show of hands, would anybody's answer change? Random bear or random lion or random man?
No.
No.
Is this because like lions are maybe perceived as more aggressive?
Yeah, like 20-fold.
Yeah. It doesn't change? Okay. All right.
Tyrannosaurus Rex, random Tyrannosaurus Rex or random man?
Yeah.
Anybody's answer change?
T-Rex or
no, yeah, maybe a T-Rex because they can't really get to you.
What?
They have tiny arms.
Yeah, but they have Oh,
I mean,
boss.
they're like big and they
You
can
should
like run
rewatch
fast.
Jurassic Park, bro.
Random, okay, show of hands real quick. Random velociraptor or a random man? Show of hands.
Velociraptor or man?
You can just like climb the back and they can't reach you.
Okay, pause. I'm going to get you in a cage with a velociraptor. We'll see how that goes. Does it change it? Velociraptor or man?
No, it doesn't change.
It's still velociraptor.
Yes.
Velociraptor?
Look, I'm gonna be honest. I'm damaged, so I would probably still the yeah.
Velociraptor or man?
I don't know. Velociraptors are cute.
What
so
the fuck? Right,
they're like.
What the fuck?
I used to call my little sibling a velociraptor. I don't know.
That's great. Okay, a couple more clarifying questions then. Okay, going to the men though. To the men, I know you said you don't even want the woman over the bear. What is the risk assessment on, like, what percentage of men do you think would choose to, like, essay you out of the random of the male population in the United States?
I don't know, but am I willing to take that risk in the middle of a forest? You know, someone who would essay me?
I mean, typically when you're doing a risk assessment, if like the risk of something is like 0.0001 versus say like 50%, you're gonna like, you know.
If the man chooses to essay me and I have to live with that for the rest of my life,
there's no guarantee in this situation that it's not a guarantee you get essayed.
Okay.
Do you think that, or do you think that it is a guarantee?
No, I don't.
If you're alone with a man, he's going to essay you.
I don't think that it's a guarantee.
Okay, so what's your risk assessment? What's the percentage?
I'm going on the worst possible scenario. So if it's like the man's going to essay me and
what
torture
is the
me,
percentage of the worst possible scenario happening?
I would say like in the forest. If we're talking about just in the forest, it's a 50-50 because you don't know what type of person they are. They could be a hiker. They could be someone who wants to get a person alone and do whatever they want with them.
What do you think a Tyrannosaurus Rex would want to do?
Kill me.
Do you think that you could like calm it down?
I could do it.
I don't know. I mean, I haven't really.
I don't know.
Wait, so 50% of men though would
in the forest.
In the forest. Okay.
Well, let me just ask this real quick, Brian.
Yeah.
If you were assured death or a random man in the forest, which would you choose?
Probably death. I just don't know what the person is capable. Like I said, not man. It doesn't matter if it's a man or a woman. If I'm in the middle of the forest with them, I just don't know what they'll do. Versus if a bear is mauling me in 2 seconds, then I'm already gone.